All right, Matt Heron here with the principal of Independence Elementary, Principal Turner. This is a really exciting thing that you guys have going on this afternoon. Can you tell us a little bit about like how the Learning Garden came about and what this means to the kids at the school here?
Sure, absolutely. We've had this area behind our school now. This is our 15th year we've been here. And this area behind the school, which is kind of sitting there, just a nice grassy area, nothing really happening there. I had a parent, Chelsea O'Brien, who came to me about a year and a half ago now and suggested that we turn that into a garden. At that point, just a natural area, we thought. And then she decided and thought that it'd be nice to take it to the next step and call it a learning garden. So we, through Chelsea's leadership, with a tremendous amount of parent support that's been fantastic, with staff involvement, a couple teachers that really took some ownership, kind of put it all together, got a plan together, and then with an incredible group of kids,
Sure.
about 80 of them now, it's really snowballing. The kids want to be involved in this. They've all gotten involved, and they've done some tremendous work. And as you've probably seen or will see, it's really a beautiful place.
Meetings with our Garden Club chant. And I'm going to put my microphone down because nobody needs the microphone for our Dig It chant. Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
1, Thank you guys so much for coming. I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Chelsea O'Brien. I'm a parent volunteer here at Independence Elementary, and I'm also happy to be the organizer and the director of our garden club. Although I have to say it doesn't really feel like I'm directing anything. We really pride ourselves in the fact that, whose club is this?
School. Us. It's your club. School. Right? School.
This is their club. This is their club. Just like I mentioned earlier, this garden was for students, by students. They decide the activities that we're going to do. They decide what plants we're going to plant. They came up with a phenomenal garden song, and I'm just along for the ride, and it has been such a ride. I'd like to start our formal presentation off with a poem, if you would pardon me. I'm a huge Emily Dickinson fan, and there is a poem that always touches my heart and really makes me think about what these kids bring every day when they come to see me. Now, if you were to ask them, what do you bring when you come to see Mrs. O'Brien at her garden club meetings? They would probably say, I don't bring anything. And, maybe they might have a good pair of tennis shoes or a nice pair of garden gloves, but they are absolutely wrong. You guys bring so much every day. You come with enthusiasm, you come with optimism, you come with creativity and imagination and an open mind. And I think those are the best tools and the greatest gift. You come with yourselves. So I'm going to hand off the microphone now to Aubrey Greenfield, who's going to read you one of my favorite poems. And I'm going to try not to cry.
It's all I have to bring today, this and my heart beside, this and all my heart, and all the fields, and all the meadows wide. Be sure you count, should I forget, someone the some could tell, this and my heart, and all the bees which in the clover dwell.
We have another, not poem, but phrase, a composition that Alyssa's going to read for us. And this is for you. Our garden clubs have worked really hard, right? These guys have worked really hard this last year. But none of us are under any false impressions that we could do it alone. We have had so much support from our families, looking at the Rodders right over here, Todd Rodder, and our businesses, our community, our administration, Chris Turner, Dr. Rock. I'm almost overwhelmed with how each and every one of you, and I send out a lot of requests for help, always comes through. And I think it really speaks to commitment. And Alyssa would like to read this for you.
Commitment. Commitment is what transforms a promise into a reality. It is making the time when there is none. Commitment is the stuff character is made out of. It is the power to change the face of things and make a difference and create a legacy.
So we're very fortunate to have a little media here today. And when I was talking with some friends from Independence Television, they had asked me, why build a garden? What was the inspiration behind this? And I said, I'm so glad you asked that question, because we have learning boards we've created with powerful words that I think tell the story that answers that question. And I'm going to again turn it over to our Garden Club members, and we're going to start all the way over here. Who has number 1?
A garden starts with hope. In our learning garden, you can have a place to think. We invite you to use all of your senses. Smell, touch and feel, see and hear. In our garden, students create. Explore the natural world around us. And nourish that world and ours. To build a garden, we learned how to collaborate. Put your signs around. Thank you. In a garden, we also get to taste. And to dream. A garden is a place to dream. And of course, a place to grow.
Awesome. You guys have done a lot of growing this year.
A garden is a place to imagine. Imagine and to what? A garden is a place to imagine and to let that imagination soar. It is a place filled with wonder. Hold up the wonder sign.
And a place that will inspire.
Now this next one is our school motto, and when we hold the sign up, it would be great if we could all say it together. Okay, go ahead.
And just like our school and ourselves it has endless possibilities.
These learning boards are going to be hung on our pencil post fence. So when our community members and our classrooms come out, they can remember to think, to dream, to wonder, to collaborate with their classmates, and to have the endless possibilities that is young people and learning. Our last grand finale, I guess I could say, is our original composition, the Phenomenal Garden Song. And I am going to put the microphone down because I don't think they need it for this either. Can we do it nice and loud? Yeah. Okay.
Excuse me. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Jessica Swartz, and I teach 4th grade here at Independence, and I'm also a very proud member of the Green Team and a parent volunteer for the Garden Club. And I am just representing the whole group here. They're here with me to say a huge thank you to Mrs. O'Brien, who is our top digger. And we could not have even come close to this day without her. Thank you.
Your garden. Thank you. I love it. Good stuff. Yay! I'm already in my gardening stuff. Okay. That was what? Phenomenal! Let's try it one more time. 1, 2, 3. Phenomenal! We love the garden. Phenomenal! It's just so nice. Phenomenal! We love our garden. A place to think and read and write. Again! Phenomenal! We love our garden. Phenomenal! It's just so nice. Phenomenal! We love our garden. A place to think and read and write. But don't forget about math and outdoor science too. There are bees and bugs and caterpillars and salamanders in the horse clue, Bill Coons. Phenomenal! We love our garden. Phenomenal! It's just so nice. Phenomenal! We love our garden. A place to think and read and write. But it's fun to learn outside. To stop and look and see a bird, a great big carrot, and butterflies landing on me. What is it? Phenomenal! We love our garden. Phenomenal! It's just so nice. Phenomenal! We love our garden. A place to think and read and write. Everybody, let's sing this last part, and it can be slower. Sometimes I like to dream what it will be someday when we are all grown up, but the memory is here to stay. Can everybody say together? Phenomenal! Give yourself a big round! What a great year! Hey, guess what? You guys can put your learning boards down and go have some cookies and punch.
Can you talk about like what made this such a success, all the people, and what went into making this garden?
Okay, well, we talked a little bit about it in our learning boards, right?
Sure.
It, I think, all starts with that spark of enthusiasm and creativity. When you have this many people that are coming together with a common goal, then I suppose you can achieve anything.
Sure.
I do think our school and this school community was ripe for a space like this. They're already really invested in deep thinking, critical thinking skills, hands-on learning, project-based learning. So a learning garden is just one more outdoor classroom, right?
Sure.
It's one more legitimate space to take what you're learning in the classroom, apply it outside in the real world, which just happens to be right out the main doors between the 3rd and 4th grade hallway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I've heard from the students, they've been doing their art projects out here, drawing, they're reading, they're writing. This is really like giving them like a fun space to like engage in some of the classroom activities, which is really special.
It is special, and I would even go farther in saying that it's integral to the kind of deep thinking that our Clarkson school system is really so proud of and is really trying to promote. It's one thing to just memorize information.
Sure.
It's another thing to develop critical thinking skills, problem-solving skills. We were presented with an opportunity, and then we were presented with a series of problem-solving situations. Jessica Sorensen, who I hope you talked with.
We did, yes.
Yeah.
All right. I'm here with Jessica Sorensen. She's a 4th grade teacher here at Independence Elementary. Can you tell us a little bit about how this garden came together and what you think this will mean to some of your students?
Sure can. Yep. To me, what the most important and exciting part about the garden is the fact that it's going to be used by the kids on a regular basis. We're already figuring out how we're going to sign up. Teachers, classrooms are going to sign up to use it. We're hoping it's used all the time. It started as just this tiny little seed idea, and it has grown so much in just since September. I mean, this was grass in September, which is pretty amazing when you think about it. It took a lot of people and a lot of time, but the kids were so instrumental in making it happen. They did so much of the work. They really were not just saying it, they really did so much of the work. And
Tell me your names real quick. What's your name?
Grayson.
Grayson?
Josiah.
Josiah?
Charlie.
Charlie. Cool. Nice to meet all of you guys. Tell me a little bit about some of the learning you've done in the Learning Garden and some of the stuff you're looking forward to.
Well, I'm kind of looking forward to being able to come out here and do our reading, our writing, and maybe our teacher reading aloud to us. And I just think it's amazing that we're able to accomplish this within a year.
I agree. It is amazing. This was just a patch of grass before you guys put all this hard work in. I think I've heard the phrase like for kids by kids or something like that. Like this is for their learning, but there was actually a lot of learning that happened through the process of making it. Can you tell us some of the things that they've the knowledge they've acquired and lessons they've learned?
Yep. These kids have so much knowledge about the different kinds of plants that are put in the garden right now that they planted. They did soil testing. They did the drafting of the space and what they thought the architecture, I guess, so to speak, of what the garden was going to look like. So math, science, art, you name it, it was all involved. And it's so exciting to see. My classroom is right over there, and so I have kind of a view every day of the garden, and to see, I've already seen from young fives, kindergarten students, all the way up to 5th graders out here enjoying it, using it, reading, writing. The art teacher brings them out regularly to do artwork out here. So it's so exciting. It's already being used.
It's a great space for them to learn in. All right, so this is one of the planters boxes that the students have made here in the garden, and there's actually fresh fruit growing inside. What do we have growing in here?
These are strawberries.
Strawberries? And do you mind if I try one of the strawberries from your garden?
And you know what's nice, Matt?
Yeah.
You don't even have to wash the strawberry off because why, girls? Did we put any chemicals on those? No, these are organic strawberries.
Completely organic.
Completely organic strawberries. You're gonna love it.
Another great part about this garden is the students are going to get to use this food and cook with this food. I'm really excited. I'm gonna try it.
You're gonna love it.
Wow.
Drum roll.
It's so juicy. It tastes so good. Can you tell us what this means to the children and why so many people came out with so much support?
Well, they all sat down on a bare patch of grass, which is what this was originally, and they got out their crayons and drew these incredible dreams of how they imagined a learning garden. And of course, all these things cost money and time,
Sure.
but they put in so much work. All we had to do is really get them the materials that they needed. And if we asked, so many people were willing to give. So that helped them basically create what they had dreamt out in crayon and make it happen at the school. It's been amazing.
Well, we know more and more about how important it is for kids to be outside and to experience the outdoors and real life learning.
Sure.
And these are skills that they'll take with them wherever they go, know about plants and how to make them grow and the different cycles of growing and how to care for them in the off season and how to collaborate. So I think it's it's so important for our kids to be outdoors and to play.
Absolutely. It's hard to keep attention spans sometimes on nice days when you're inside all day. So to have a place like this to go, it has to be exciting. That's great. You know, I guess a lot of parents were involved in the making of this as well as the kids. You know, how do you feel about all the people that actually like took their time to do this? It's pretty special.
It's really special. You know, in Clarkson, we're so fortunate to have such supportive parents and community members. I know the Garden Club was involved, and I believe the Optimists and other groups contributed, along with some parents who have a real passion for this, with the building and having the kids hands-on the whole time. So it's just a wonderful community, and the way that we engage kids in service learning, and it's just a beautiful thing. So I'm just so fortunate to be part of it.
You can't always accomplish something just by doing it by yourself.
Yeah.
So sometimes you just need people to be there to help.